Right, good morning, lads. Sorry. Right, let's just double check that everything's good. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right then. Good morning, everyone. I'm so sorry about being late. I'm so sorry. I had to record a really quick TikTok video, and then the my internet decided to start playing up. So I do apologise for that. How is everyone doing? Oh, that's a bit too zoomed in. How is everybody this morning? Have got Holly in here, Techers as well, Lewis, Tyler, Is it Elijah or Liar UK? How is everyone? Good morning. Happy Tuesday, guys. A lot of people not having the Conor Gallagher chat in the chat already, but who knows what's going to happen? But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into that and a lot more. How is everybody doing? How is everyone doing? Yeah, I'm sorry for being late, lads. I'm sorry for being late. I had to film a quick TikTok video, and then my internet decided to do one. So, Ben, loving this channel. Please can we have your thoughts on the Katie Price situation? We're actually going to react to it right now on stream, mate. Thankfully, I've not seen the picture or the video. Thanks for applying for me yesterday, mate. Lewis, was that you that DM'd me on Twitter? How is everybody? I hope you're all good. I'm at work, but need to hear about this Conor Gallagher news to update my work colleagues. Well, I mean, I am kind of putting two and two together. There isn't necessarily, unless I've missed something, Conor Gallagher actual news. But his move to Atletico looks like it could be off. It does look like it could be off, which opens the door potentially for Tottenham, because the first bit of news I want to talk about, and this was, this morning I want to do these streams daily for you guys. I want to come and have a chat, but this morning the news was quite dry. I'll be real, it was quite dry, and I was like, what are we going to come on here and talk about? Obviously did two streams yesterday. Did a stream in the morning and also did a stream in the afternoon where we broke down our perfect squad for the summer, which I actually want to react to on here as well. So we'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, this was kind of the first thing that really grabbed my eye that I wanted to talk about this morning. So Postecoglou still very much wants to sign an all-action number 8 before the summer transfer window shuts. And when you look at that alongside the Conor Gallagher situation, it's just could we go in and make the hijack? The thing is, right, if we go back to this, I just want to bring something up quickly that I actually didn't get a tab for, so I apologise for that. But I'll be honest, I'm struggling to kind of get my head around this a little bit. I am struggling to get my head around the need maybe for this number 8, because if you look at the squad, it doesn't even have Archie Gray in as a midfielder. Archie Gray's in there as a defender, but that's the area where Tottenham are most stacked, is that number 8 position. Unless, as I think Will might have said it in the tweet below, the 6 market isn't there at the moment, and you want to be sure signing a 6 as you do when signing a striker, which I think is very true. So maybe Anshi's Bentancur is more of a 6 at the moment, and therefore wants one more in the 8. Obviously, you got Ibasuma as well. The number 8 position, when you look at it, is probably the area that we're most stacked, because even if he sees Bentancur as a long term 6, then but he's still a number 8. He's still his best position probably is still that number 8. You've got James Maddison, who obviously plays at that advanced 8. Lo Celso you can forget about because he'll be gone. Basuma plays at the 6, but arguably his best position is a number 8. Ollie Skip, probably more of a 6. Pat Matassar and Lucas Bergvall. And at the start of the window, when Spurs were very hotly linked, is that a phrase, to Conor Gallagher, I was for it because you didn't really know what to expect from Lucas Bergvall, right? You didn't really know you thought, look, I'm not one of these people that said that he should go out on loan, but you didn't really necessarily expect him to, I'd say, burst onto the scene or have the impact in pre-season that he has had. So I could understand the need for that. And obviously they wanted Jacob Ramsey as well. Jacob Ramsey, I think, is naturally naturally a player that I think probably fits Tottenham a little bit better, gives you a bit more as an alternative number 10 as well. But again, I think a lot of this all depends on, well, not depends on, like, I think it's all, I don't know, the Gallagher thing for me at the start of the window is much more of an attractive proposition because it was more of an issue, mate, not a glaring issue even then, really. I think number 6 was more of a glaring issue, but Will's in the chat there. Will said on the in the tweet here, the 6 market isn't there at the moment. You want to be sure as signing a 6 as you do when signing a striker. I have no problem with Spurs ignoring the 6 for now because, like I said, like Will says, and like I've said it before, I don't really think that market is there, really. So I can understand why they want a number 8, but I could understand the pressing need for it maybe more at the start of the window. But when you look at how Lucas Bergvall, like I said, has kind of come on and, you know, really given himself a chance to start maybe in that first game against Leicester, I don't think it makes sense. I don't really think it makes sense. I don't know what you guys think. I know Conor Gallagher has kind of split opinion massively over the kind of course of the summer with Spurs fans. I actually think he's a good fit, but is it necessary when you do look at the squad, and if that's what they want to spend the money on that we've got left to spend? If Solomon is obviously going to move on as well, that winger is still the priority for me. That is still the priority. Dropped out. Sorry if I just dropped out there. My internet should just go down. This is the beauty of live streaming. I hope you stick with me. It probably won't do it again. I do apologise for that. Agate is still available. I'm back. Sorry about that, lads. I don't know. Yeah, my internet. I don't know what happened there. I'm really sorry about that. I think the Athletic might be rehashing old news, says Gary. Potentially, yeah, potentially. But also, you know, they're not bad with Spurs stuff. And they did report it. I'm pretty sure there was something like a week ago as well that said they still want to sign another midfielder. So I don't really see the need for it right now. I really don't see the lead for it right now. Yeah, sorry about if I dropped out there, lads. My internet went down. I do apologise for that. Yeah, I don't really see the need for another midfielder. I don't really see the need for another midfielder. But maybe I'm wrong. Unless there is a sale coming that we might not necessarily expect, whether that's, I mean, I can't see Yves Bissouma being sold off the back of what happened on Monday. I think we chatted about it on stream yesterday. We also chatted about it on the Fighting Cock, the new episode, which is out now. Go and have a listen to that. I think it will be a slap on the wrist for Bissouma in public, but behind the scenes, I think Ange will give him a right go. And we spoke about this on Daring and Doing yesterday. Gio to go and Eze in. Well, we're going to talk about it in a while in terms of squad registration issues and the homegrown quotas, etc. We obviously spoke about that on stream yesterday that we did, but Alistair Gold has written a really helpful article kind of breaking everything down in terms of everything that we need to know and why it massively complicates things for Spurs. If any of you guys listen to Gold and Guest Talk Tottenham as well, I believe they talked about it on there yesterday. No worries, Holly. Have a good day. Josh Hayden says we can't really go into the new season with Brennan starting on the right. Zeddy says we have squad registration problems if we sign a midfielder over an attacker / left back. It's shocking. One thing I think we maybe unearthed on stream yesterday, and let's do this now. I've got some other things I obviously want to talk about. So yesterday, where was it? So yesterday we did this stream on YouTube, which it was a bit chaotic. Travis, you were in there with me, mate, helping me out. We did this stream yesterday. It was here, building the ultimate Tottenham 24-25 squad, and we've got it up as a YouTube video there. How Tottenham win the transfer window. We basically went through and kind of built the squad for next season together. Make sure to go and subscribe, by the way. And if you're in the stream right now, like the stream and subscribe to the channel too. That'd be massively, massively appreciated, guys. We did that on the stream. Basically, you guys voted in the chat for the players that you wanted to sign, the players that we obviously sold as well. And essentially, this was the squad. This was the squad that you guys ended up with. Put it out on Twitter. There was a lot of responses for that. And I think one thing that we realised quite quickly is basically, if you missed the stream, what we did was, we didn't register. This was for the Premier League, but we didn't register Ben Davies or Fraser Forster, I'm pretty sure, in the European squad, which means that you could find yourself in a situation where you've got Van der Ven playing 2 games a week. However, I don't think it's that much of an issue because you've also got Archie Gray that can come in and play at centre-back. I would not be surprised in Europe if you see a centre-back partnership of Gray and Dragusin. Go and watch the video if you missed it, guys, by the way. It was good fun. It was a bit chaotic, but it was good fun. Basically, this was the squad we ended up with. I included Mikey Moore on here as well. Jamie Donnelly, obviously, as well, who can play. I put him at left-back and in attacking mid. But the 2 signings that you guys made were Bradley Locko and Aberieze. Jan Yanis said, why was Davis left out? Because of the homegrown issues. Obviously, he's not club trained in Europe. We needed to balance the squad in terms of those homegrown issues. Macaulay Routledge says Locko and Eze was a mistake yesterday. Look, you guys made the squad, all right? You guys made the squad. I did do my own one, but then I realised when I came to it that I'd probably actually got some of the rules wrong in my own squad. But this squad was all in keeping within the Premier League rules and the European rules as well. Let me get up my spreadsheet actually. For anyone that missed it, we can sort of go through what the process was. I think Archie Gray, Zeddy said it there, I think Archie Gray will be a good centre-back. I agree with you there, mate. Where was it? Top squad builder. There we go. So yeah, this was basically what it was. So this was the squad. So we had Locko in there, obviously Solanke and Eze as new signings, Bergvall and Gray there as under 21 players. And then in the Europa League squad, Ben Davies and Forster were not registered. Lucas Bergvall is obviously different because he counts as non-homegrown in Europe, which is a shame. In a few years he won't, which is why it's the benefit of signing this kind of young. Archie Parker says, how can you not be happy with Locko? And there's we also did it kind of with the budgets and stuff like that as well. You can sort of see here. Go and watch the stream. It was good fun. I mean, Eze, are we at the point now where? Are we at the point where Eze is actually a bit of a luxury signing for Tottenham, and it actually doesn't solve the issues that we kind of need? And I am a bit worried that. I mean, I kind of hope this isn't true. That this is the priority, signing that kind of all-action number 8. I really hope that isn't true because I don't really think it's what we necessarily need. We can't have Eze because we have too many association-trained players. Well, we did kind of find a way around that yesterday. But anyway, go and watch the stream. We broke it down in kind of real time there. But number 8 for Spurs, obviously Conor Gallagher situation. Oh, we'll talk about Mikey Moore in a sec. This is just absolutely crazy, isn't it? Like you've got to feel sorry for Conor Gallagher. You do have to feel sorry for Conor Gallagher. Because this is, I think if we've learned anything, and I spoke about this on a TikTok yesterday, and look, we already knew it already, right? We knew it already, but if we've learned one thing from this summer transfer window is that players are just financial assets. They're just pawns to their football club, right? And Conor Gallagher is being used as exactly that. An academy product who was their captain for the bulk of last season. It's just absolutely bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. To be pictured in the stadium, having signed the contract and done the medical, it's mad. And he's going to be back with the under-21s. He's back in England. As Fabrizio Romano reported, he's going to be back in England today. All the deals are separate. There's still a chance that it could get done. Archie Parker says, seen the Locatelli news. I saw links yesterday. I don't think there's anything in that, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Is that what you're talking about, Archie? Chelsea are a shambles, says Maz. I agree. Over 200 people in here, lads. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to 3.3k. I've got a big target that I want to get to. I want to hit 4k before the Leicester game on Monday. We're going to be doing a lot of streams and videos before the Leicester game. We're going to be doing a stream kind of breaking down our first 11, what we want it to be, kind of voting position by position. Obviously, there are some that are dead certs. Make sure to go and subscribe to the channel. We're nearly getting there. 4k before the 4K before the Leicester game is my new target, which would be massively appreciated if you guys could help me get over the line and go and check out some of the videos you haven't already seen. I've also got some pretty big, exciting news, guys, that I can't share with you right now, but it's exciting, and it's incredibly a bit of a pinch me kind of thing, but also how on earth has this happened? I will be going on something next week, which is pretty, yeah. I'm not going to say any more, but there's a massive opportunity that's going to come my way to go and do something next week, which, again, just thanks to you guys for kind of getting behind the videos and the streams, really, and kind of helping me grow the channel and stuff and getting me in this sort of position. So, Rory, it's not last word on Spurs, no. it's not last word on Spurs. But Travis, I will message you. I'll message you what it is. But you'll find out next week. You'll find out next week. You'll find out next week anyway. Archie, Luke Amos on your podcast. I need to sort that. I need to message Luke. Fun fact about Luke Amos. I actually went to school with him. So basically, me and Will. So while I'm on that, bit of a going off piece a little bit here. Go and subscribe to Daring and Doing. New episode out now. Loving the support on this, guys. Me and Will get so many nice comments. I'm pretty sure Will's probably in the chat as well. We've been getting so many nice comments, and the views have been doing really well recently. The listeners as well. We're going up. We're nearly at 500 subscribers. So if you guys, anyone in here right now that's not subscribed to Daring and Doing, we've got 24 subscribers to get to 500. If we could do it today off the back of this episode, make sure the link is in the description of the stream. If you want a new Spurs podcast to listen to, most of you guys probably listen to it already. If you don't, make sure you go and subscribe and go and check it out. That'd be massively appreciated, because we're nearly at 500. So if we could do it in this stream, basically, on the Luke Amos thing, right? So me and Will wanted to, obviously Luke Amos, you guys will know, is someone that used to play for Tottenham. He was our youth team captain for a little bit as well. He was very unlucky with injuries. He was very, very unlucky with injuries, and it never quite worked out for him at Tottenham, even though I think Pochettino very much fancied him as you think about where Oliver Skipp kind of got to. It felt Luke Amos was kind of on that trajectory, but obviously he was very unlucky with injuries. He has gone on to play for QPR. He's gone on to play for, pretty sure it was Stevenage, Southend as well. And he's now at Hibernian, and he's kind of rebuilding his career. I went to school with Luke. I went to school with him. He was in the year above me. He was in my sister's year, and his sister was in my year, and me and her got on quite well. Luke was, having someone that you go to school with that plays for Tottenham is obviously incredibly kind of a big thing. So, and I actually messaged him a few weeks ago because I saw he's basically posting like on TikTok. He's almost like sort of recovery journey, like from injuries. He's at Hibernian now, trying to get fit and get ready for the new season. So I messaged him and just like smashing it, and he followed me. So I think it'd be quite cool if we could get him on just to chat about, just to chat through Tottenham and chat through his time there. And obviously nothing, we're not going to ask him anything stupid or ridiculous. Like we just want to, we want to get him on just to chat through what his time was like at Spurs really, and kind of where he's at now. So I think that'd be massive for us. So I'm going to try and make that happen. Will, I'm on that, mate. I might actually message him today, but stick around for that one. There's going to be another Daring and Doing pod before the Leicester game, and obviously after the Leicester game. We're going to up the ante now with the podcast as we try and grow, as we try and keep it growing, and the support on it has been class. So thank you very much for that, guys. I appreciate that. Gary, if you missed it, I was talking about Luke Amos. Anyway, right, that's enough plug-in for the pod, and for while we're on it, go and follow the TikTok. And go and follow my other TikTok as well. I am gonna be posting on there a lot. I need to sort some clips out for there today, but anyway, you guys don't care about that. So yeah, this was the squad that we built on the stream yesterday. Make sure to go back and watch that. But let's move away from the transfers for a minute, because yesterday we got the news that Mikey Moore signed his first professional contract, which is huge. And if anyone's obviously, they've kind of managed to bat off stiff competition from a lot of top clubs who were kind of circling for him, who were trying to get him away from Spurs this summer. Obviously he I'm pretty sure so what he did was he signed that scholarship contract last year, and in that it's basically with that I think he'd agreed to sign the professional contract, but obviously he hadn't actually signed it. Like, you don't actually sign anything. You can't sign anything until you turn 17. But it was almost a bit of a gentleman's agreement, and obviously you're hoping that he honours that. And obviously, as a boyhood Spurs fan, there's probably confidence that he would have honoured it, and he has, and he signed it. Obviously, Man City, Manchester United, Borussia Dortmund, Chelsea, reportedly kind of all interested in Mikey Moore. So to kind of be able to hold him off from kind of that stiff competition. City apparently offered over 10 million for him when he was 15. Says LS3245. To be able to keep him at the club is fantastic. Let's read the statement. He also did an amazing. Oh, apparently you couldn't find the page you're looking for. Let's go back to the Spurs website. We are delighted to announce Mikey Moore signed his first professional contract with the club. Having joined us as a 7-year-old, the attacking midfielder who turned 17 on Sunday progressed through our ranks and featured regularly for our under-18s in 2022-2023, while still a schoolboy, helping us secure the under-17 and under-18 Premier League Cup double. In addition, in April 2023, Mikey became the youngest player to appear for our under-21s in the PL2 at 15. Last term, he enjoyed another impressive campaign with the under-18s before becoming the youngest player to ever feature in a Premier League game for Spurs at just 16 years, 9 months and 3 days. To date, he has made 2 competitive first-team appearances in our colours and netted his first senior goal in our pre-season friendly against Hearts last month. Massive, massive news. And if anyone's not watched this interview yet, it's really good. Really, really good. He speaks. I tweeted it out. I quote tweeted. It was like, he speaks like a 25-year-old, not a 17-year-old. So mature. Really good listen. Go and watch that. Obviously, he looks so young, but he doesn't speak like it. You know. So, and again, if we just come back to this, in terms of that squad, obviously, someone in the chat there saying I'd rather give more minutes over Werner. I think Timo Werner will have a part to play next season. I think he is useful. I know he's frustrating. I do think he provides a use in the squad. But I think in the long term, I think next year, obviously that's why they've probably made that Werner loan just a loan. Obviously Spurs had the option to buy him. There is a really bright future for Mikey Moore, and I think next year, obviously Sonny Heung-Min will be 33 next year. I think Mikey Moore will be eyeing that left wing space alongside competing with Sonny. And obviously, hopefully, in the next 12 months, whether it's next summer or it was this summer or in January, Spurs go and sign another winger. So, yeah. Jan Yanis says he's more of a natural left winger than right winger. 100%. I think it's also a testament to how well he's done in pre-season, because he's been keeping minutes off of someone like Manor Solomon. And also, he's been playing out of position. He's not really a right winger. He's never really played there. He's naturally more of a left winger. Why is Donnelly there twice? Good point. I initially put him in there twice to just show that he could play in both of those positions, but I realised I actually didn't do it with the rest of the squad for this screenshot. But go and watch the stream; you will understand what I was doing. Massive for Mikey Moore. Minutes next season for him. Like I said it in a TikTok a few weeks ago, that I think Spurs will try and replicate almost the Phil Foden kind of development path for him in terms of keeping him around at the club. There won't be a loan for him. He'll still be playing in the under-21s next year. He'll play the game. He'll play games for them, and he'll play games for us as well, 100% in the Europa League and maybe in the Premier League and the Cups as well. But yeah, massive future ahead of him. So one transfer signed. Well, say transfer. One player committing their future to the club, and one saying goodbye. We could all just have a minute's silence for Emerson Royale. It's finally happened. It's finally happened. He's gone. Got nothing left. I just looked at the stream. I looked like I was genuinely about to cry then. I'm a good actor. I'm a good method actor. Emerson Royale is gone. And it was, Spurs had to... They dropped the comp. I can't show you it because it's got match footage in it. It'll get copyrighted. But they had to drop the comp, didn't they? Oh, God. Let me get off it. Mark Nesbitt asked a good question there. Now that Emerson has gone, who is our biggest vibe in the squad? Not sure anyone comes close to his level. They're all quite straight and narrow. Richie, maybe. Pedro Porro. Who is the biggest vibe in the squad now Emerson has gone? Sandro, Paulinho, Lucas, Emerson Royale, they all go down as heroes. A lot of cult heroes, a lot of cult Brazilian heroes we've had, haven't we? Or I've just seen a tweet from Paul O'Keefe. What's Paul saying? Oh. Some people are going after Paul O'Keefe again because he said Spurs have shown a firm interest in Desiree Doué. One other player they'd previously edged away from his back under consideration, Pedro Neto. Someone quoted it saying top ITK. And he just replied saying, what's not true? They bid for Neto and tracked the other kid, but the money got silly once PSG entered. I understand why people do this. I really don't understand why people I really don't understand why people do this. Try and go for someone like Paul O'Keefe. Bear in mind, like what he does kind of give to us. Also, have we seen that Garth Crook's team of the week has been replaced by Troy Deeney? I think it might have frozen again. Oh no, I think we're back. I think we're good. Oh, have I frozen? Apologies if I lagged there a little bit, lads. I was basically saying that. Sorry, I think my internet just. I don't know what is wrong with it. It's really annoying me. Basically, in case you missed that, what I was saying was I don't know why people go after Paul O'Keefe. I really don't get this. Apologies if you missed that. I think you might have heard me. Okay, all good. Sorry if it was a bit laggy there. Don't know why the internet is doing that today. But Emerson is gone. He is gone. Another player that is left, Dane Scarlett. He's gone on loan to Oxford. I think that's a good move for him. Gary Hunter said in the chat there. Gary Hunter said in the chat that you still can't believe that Dane Scarlett is only 20. And it's true, he's still so young, still got so much ahead of him. Harry Kane hadn't even broken through at Spurs at this point. But what I think this does do is this really shows that Postecoglou is putting faith in Will Lancashire, because I don't think he'll send Lancashire out on loan. I don't think Lancashire will go out on loan. So, good move for Dane. Hopefully it really clicks for him, this loan. Hopefully this is the one that really clicks for him. Obviously a homegrown talent. Spurs have got some homegrown issues, and we tried to solve that on the stream yesterday. But Alistair Gold has written this piece in Football London trying to basically explain it in terms of how it can potentially affect our transfer windows. So let's have a read through this. The amount of ads on Football London is so annoying. Okay. Tottenham have 4 new arrivals of sorts so far this summer. Dominic Solanke, Archie Gray, Lucas Bergvall, and the returning Timo Werner, while Min Hyuk Yang will join the club in January. So what does that mean in the context of the club's squad requirements for both in the Premier League and the Europa League, and also any potential further transfers? Here's the breakdown of the current situation. Premier League, we're starting off with the easy one, as Spurs haven't got any real problems with their Premier League squad. That's because the rules in this competition are pretty straightforward. Tottenham will have to name a 25-man squad for the league this coming season. Within that, they cannot register more than 17 non-homegrown foreign players, and the remainder of the squad, up to that total of 25, must be homegrown. However, there is also the bonus that in the Premier League, that clubs can name any players aged 21 and under within a separate under-21 list, which frees up space in the 25-man squad. So, if we go back to the Google sheet, this is obviously with the new signings. If we take Eze and oh shit, who did I just get rid of? If we take Eze out and Locko out as well, that's kind of how it looks at the moment. Obviously, there are players here that would go in it as well, but they're on the transfer list. Spurs are basically not really in any trouble with that at the moment. But it's Europe where it gets complicated. And this is why we really need to move those players on. Oh, that's the wrong tab. Right. For the 24-25 campaign, under 21 players will have to be born on or after January the 1st, 2003. So that makes Bergvall and Gray. That means Bergvall and Gray will not need to be registered on the main list, and the same will go for Min Hyuk Yang in January. When it comes to homegrown players, the Premier League describes one as a player who, irrespective of nationality or age, has been registered with any club affiliated to the FA or FA of Wales for a period, continuous or not, of 3 entire seasons, which is obviously why Ben Davies is homegrown. Radu Dragusin, Destiny Udogie and Pat Matasar have all now moved across to the foreign player list from the under-21s due to their age. Sarr, unfortunately, does not count as homegrown, despite some hope he might, for complicated reasons explained in full in this article we wrote a couple of months back here. So go and check that out if you want to check that out. It's pretty complicated. So when it comes to various numbers, the exits of Emerson Royal, PM, Højbjerg, Tanguy, and Dombele and Brian Heung-Min, that Tottenham currently have 16 foreign players for their Prem squad, one under the maximum of 17. They also have, with Dominic Solanke on board, 9 senior homegrown players over the age of 21. The minimum required is 8, with Sessegnon, Roden, Parrott and Tanganga having departed. That means that should Giovanni Lo Celso and Sergio Reguilon leave as expected, then Spurs would have 3 foreign player spots open in their squad, but only 2 open overall unless one of the 9 homegrown players is not registered. There are 3 goalkeepers in that latter category with Forster, Austin and Whiteman, but we'll come to why the latter are so important later on. So in essence, that currently allows for 2 more signings for Postecoglou without the need for further exits when it comes to his Premier League squad. So this is basically what it looks like at the moment. This is essentially what it looks like at the moment. Right? So you've got that there. Europa League is where it gets very complicated. The first immediate difference from the Premier League is that the rules is that the under-21s list is called the B list, and in UEFA's eyes, it only applies to players who have spent 2 years at the club. So that means Gray and Bergvall do not apply, and neither does Ashley Phillips, while Veliz would also not have qualified had he stuck around. The other major difference for the A list comes in the classification of homegrown players, which in European competitions falls into 2 different categories. If you guys want to read through this, let me get to the bottom where it basically explains. So if any more new signings are to play European football this season, then even more players must be dropped out of the squad, right? So if we go back to this, in UEFA's eyes, Postecoglou currently has the maximum of 17 non-locally trained foreign players because Bergvall joins that list under the European rules. The Tottenham boss also has 8 association-trained players with, as we said above, only 4 slots reserved for them, meaning the other 4 must go into the main A-list bunch. To further confuse things, Postecoglou only has 3 club-trained players in Brandon Austin, Alfie Whiteman and Oliver Skipp, with the latter the only senior outfield club-trained player in the entire first-team setup. That's because players like Harry Kane, Harry Winks, Japhet Tanganga and Troy Parrott have all left. Skipp is desperate for regular first-team football next season, but Spurs would have to think long and hard before letting him go because of those squad issues, which is why I can't understand why he was linked with a move away. So that means Postecoglou must either reduce his squad size to 24 rather than 25 to account for the lack of a 4th club-trained player, or promote a youngster who is already on the B list anyway, or try to sign someone who will be deemed as club-trained, like Marcus Edwards or Kyle Walker-Peters. I said this on stream yesterday. Kyle Walker-Peters will be one that comes... I'm not saying Tottenham necessarily do it, but he will be a name that massively comes to the fore in the next couple of weeks. Someone like Chelsea's Noni Madueke left Spurs at 16, so would not qualify. So putting aside those 4 association-trained player spots and the current 3 club-trained player spots, that leaves Postecoglou with 21 players to somehow fit into 17 if we're reducing the 24. If we're using a reduced 24-man squad, and don't forget that's without any further new signings. Bloody hell. Lo Celso and Reguilon's departures would make that 19 players to fit into 17. Teenage defender Phillips could have on loan, and then Postecoglou could decide between leaving the experienced Fraser Forster out of his European squad, or potentially selling or loaning out Manor Solomon, or taking the other unexpected bids that come in for players. Doing 2 of those 3 main suggestions would simply make the current squad usable in Europe, but Postecoglou wants more faces to arrive in the next few weeks. If any more new signings are to play European football, then even more players must be dropped out of the squad. So it is very complicated. It is very complicated, all right? No, Alex, Madueke is not club trained because he left when he was 16. So it makes it very, very complicated, right? Marty saw 1 or 2 Madueke links, which was interesting for this. I've not seen that, but obviously I know Chelsea are looking to move him on. Scott says big up to all coys. Alex says Hincapié would be perfect. There's no chance Spurs are signing Hincapié. I can't see that. I agree with you though. FM players will fully understand this, 100%. We need a right winger and a backup left back, centre back. I saw someone say that Pap Sarr is a Senegalese Conor Gallagher and his hedge chicken. I think Conor Gallagher is a good player. Marty says, can anyone from England explain why Spurs game is 2 days later than everybody else? For TV, mate. It's on the Monday. But that's kind of... Yeah, those are the homegrown problems. that Spurs currently face. Lo Celso is subject from interest from Betis and Villa. Apparently Spurs have an interest in Andre Almeida. I can't see that. I think the targets will be mainly English to trying to leave some of these problems at least. Nusa to Leipzig. Here we go soon. Interesting. Anyway. But it makes the search for a winger a little bit more complicated, seeing as Brian Gruder has now gone to Brighton. So Ollie Spencer here has put out some potential other options. Johan Bakayoko is someone that I'm sure will be linked. Francisco Conceição is someone that I very much like as well. I would like that. What else have we got here? Obviously, Pedro Neto has gone as well. Pedro Neto, this made me laugh. I shouldn't laugh, but it was funny. Pedro Neto has revealed that he had a nice bond with captain Reece James, who is currently out injured again. The Portuguese winger told the official Chelsea website that he formed a friendship with the Englishman through social media as they shared injury recovery ideas. Come on, lads. You can't make it up there, can you? Right, let's finish up on this then. We've got some Postecoglou quotes to talk through. So if anyone's not watched this, he did an interview with Men in Blazers, which went out yesterday on their YouTube channel. Go and give that a watch. It's good. I think it's only about 15 minutes or so. Postecoglou was on good form. In that, he asked what his team can achieve in the season ahead. He said, when you walk around this place, to dare is to do is everywhere. I think that's a reference point for not only our mindset, but for our actions. And for us, that means playing the game a certain way. So that's what I want to do. And if we manage to do that, there's no limit to what we can achieve. I came here to bring success to the club. Success means trophies, and that has to be our aim. That has to be the aim. So, great ambition for Postecoglou for the season ahead. And they're also doing an interview with Son Heung-Min, which comes tomorrow, or is that today? Today. That'll be out today. So we can react to that on the stream tomorrow, hopefully, as well as maybe some transfer news. And Archie Gray's got a new haircut. Looks sharp, doesn't he? Looks sharp, doesn't he, boy? Simon Cohen says, talk about Kingsley Coman. There isn't really anything to talk about right now. Perchy says, this window's been really poor. We look so weak in most positions. I'm not sure that's true. Archie Parker says he wouldn't mind Andres Pereira. Yanis said, what if we signed Hudson-Odoi? We were linked with Hudson-Odoi at the start of the window. Wouldn't mind it. 60 million for Conceição is pricey. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, that's pretty much your lot, lads. Like I said, make sure to go and listen to or watch the new episode of Daring and Doing. Make sure to go and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to go and follow me on TikTok, Twitter, all that good stuff. There'll be a stream again tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we're also going to be doing a video reacting to your Tottenham hot takes and your predictions. So, guys, just a quick one, actually. If you... Oh, hang on, that's the wrong thing. Bear with, sorry. If you guys haven't seen this tweet already, go and get in your... Go and follow me on Twitter. Go and... we're doing this tomorrow. We're doing another narrative space on the JLA space. That I'll be hosting that tomorrow. What I want you to do, go and find this tweet on my page. Oh God, I realised I wasn't actually sharing the screen. Go and find this tweet on my page. I'm going to be recording that tomorrow and putting it out. I'm going to be reacting to your Tottenham predictions for the season coming up. So go and get those predictions in the comments of that tweet. Already got a load already. I want your one-liner like hot takes. I want your predictions for the season, where we're going to finish, etc. Go and reply to that tweet. It's on my page. So go and have a look at that. Go and get your predictions in on there, and I'll be reacting to them in a YouTube video that'll be coming out tomorrow. So yeah, lads, that's your lot for today. I hope you all have a good day. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. We'll be streaming every day this week. We'll also be doing a live stream later this week where we look ahead to the Leicester game, kind of build our 11 for that. So yeah, make sure you stick around for that one, guys. All right, have a good day and up the Spurs.